What's going on, everybody? Rob A here, and today we're taking a look at Transformers The Last Knight Skullitron. This is a deluxe figure based on the Steelbane mold. This is a Toys R Us exclusive, at least in the United States. And as you can see, it is a remold slash retool of Steelbane. He does have a different head, and we'll get into that in a little bit. Some sort of aged bronze coloration going on there. Paint's a little heavy, but other than that, it looks alright. The face is all jacked up. So as I said, this is a remold of Steelbane. Here you can see on the back the figure transforms in 17 steps, includes figure, accessory, mission card, and instructions, and it comes with decodable glyphs. So that's interesting. I'll be very curious to see what those decodable glyphs actually involve. And you can see on the package there that they've got the paint actually blended very nicely on the back, whereas here it is kind of just slopped on. But that's looks like it's fairly easily fixable. Just a little ingenuity on the side here. You can see a nice image of Optimus battling Megatron on what looks like Cybertron here. And it just tells you it's deluxe class. You got more of the same image on the side here, and then some glyphs, which I presume part of the mission thing will be a decoder for those glyphs, but we'll find out. So I'm gonna get this guy open, and we're gonna check him out in just a moment. Okay, guys, here we have a Skullitron, and just really quick, I want to show you guys the insert that is packed with this guy. So you get this little card with what looks like part of a little puzzle poster on the back, and then on this side you've got some glyphs, and it says you can decode the glyphs at transformers.com/mission Cybertron. I have not done this. I don't really have any interest in doing that. Maybe if I get bored enough I will check this out, but in the meantime you do get this little like thick cardstock card in there. On to Skullitron itself. Now, this is the first experience I'm having with the Steelbane mold, so as such I can't speak to the quality of the mold itself necessarily. I will say that this, at least my copy, and again, you may have a completely different experience than me, but I'm only going by what I experienced firsthand, and my experience is that this particular figure that I have here on my desk is a floppy mess, an absolute wreck of a mess. So here he is in dragon mode. He's got feet hanging off of the back of his neck and on his tail, and there's his tail. You can see it. It's a floppy tail. And the head thankfully holds up a little bit better, but not a whole lot better. You can kind of twist it a little bit if you want to get that. But this works because you can kind of lean his head down, and now he knows he's a sad dragon. And just put these horns down. So he does have some articulation in this mode. Not that I can get any of it to stay in that position, but so he's got his neck can turn from side to side. It can swivel a little bit like this. You can move it down, kind of break it like that. You can move this part down as well. The horns, of course, are posable. You can rotate the head around individually on a ball joint as well, and you can open the jaws. And you just have a little tongue in there. We'll have to see. There you go. The dragon wings, arm wings, when they choose to actually hold their position, and it's not often. Again, my copy, yours may be completely different. He does have a little post hole here to mount this guy on a Tamashii stage, or any kind of figure stage that you would want. He's got sword storage back here, and we can just pop that off. He also has another post hole back here, so you can put a an action stage right there behind him. So these arms do fan out. They have a soft lock position, just like this, and you can spread these wing bits out like so to replicate a flying pose, but unfortunately the wings do not stay up at all, which is an issue. He does have the glyphs printed on his wings, and it's a real shame because he does have very nice paintwork all over. Again, we'll just lock this into place, move these around, kind of bend these in, and then there you go. He definitely has some wing flapping action. It just doesn't flap outward, it flaps downward. Nothing on this guy really holds into position, which is just such a bummer. The back legs are actually, you know, decently jointed. They will stay in position. He's got a mid knee joint here, and then the foot can kind of move forward a little bit here. And actually, you know, just from transformation, he does have a hand sticking off the back of his leg. So you got that going on. All right, so transformation on this guy. Oh man. All right, so what we want to do for transformation is we're going to bring this tail section up just like this, and then we're going to bring these legs basically down like so. Kind of just put them that way. All right. Now we want to, if I can remember the correct direction, it may not be a wrong direction. I think it's here we go. We're gonna twist this around. This side is actually going to twist around to this way, and you can tell because it does have the post hole here, which kind of gives you an indication of which direction. So we're going to swing this around this way, and it's such a shame too because it's an interesting transformation. And we're going to bring this down, and then these two pelvis halves are going to tab together, and they actually do tab together rather solidly, which is nice, but at the same time it's a bit of a shame because when you try and pull them apart, if you can't get your fingernails in there, the legs are just going to pop off. So you can't actually use the legs to pull those because the legs just don't stay. At least, again, on my copy of the figure. So take that into consideration. So we're going to twist the knees around to face the proper direction, which is going to be this way. Now, the whole front section of the robot is actually going to slide down, like so. There you go. And we're going to... It doesn't actually lock into place in any meaningful way that I can see, but this part on the back is going to come up and just kind of sit against the back as far as I can tell. So you can still have the wings splayed out if you so desire. It does look pretty nice that way. Or alternatively, you can fold up the wing pieces and store them against his back. And we'll just twist the arms around and then twist the fist in a way that suits you, and then just flip that dragon foot up just like that. And there you have oh, nope, never mind. You got to do the feet too. So we're going to bring the dragon head and actually twist it around this way, and then bring this blue neck section up, and that's gonna rest sort of against the back of his leg, and then you bring this down the foot and just kind of set it there. Now I felt like when this, no, that's as much as it goes. Okay. And then on the other side, you just do the same with the dragon tail. You just bring that up and then bring the foot down. And now you have Skullitron in robot mode. And if I can get him to stand up under his own power, I'll be very pleased. There we go. We got it. Nope. Not quite. Not quite. Okay. Okay. We're nope. Okay. Floppy mess. He does the soft shoe. La da ba ba da ba ba. Ya ba da 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 da. So yeah, that's a super bummer, man. Super bummer. Let's see. Can we actually fit this sword in his back? No. We can. I think we can actually maybe peg it right here on his leg. There you go. So sword can be stored on his hip, which is actually really cool. Very nice. And you can, of course, hold that in his hand. And that's a nice tight fit. That's always good. But unfortunately, the rest of him feels like it's like an old Gargoyles toy that got left in the sun for, 20 years or however long. Some kid found it at a yard sale. I was like, oh, yeah, I'm sure the joints will be fine. Yeah, I mean, so here's a close-up of his face. You can kind of get an idea there. The face looks pretty cool. Like, he's got kind of a, real battle-damaged look. The paintwork is really nice. He's got a nice ball joint in there. You can get some real expression out of his head. The paintwork on the chest is decent. Again, like, it works. Gets the job done. It's a little sloppy. But, it's not the worst thing I've ever seen. And, I mean, yeah, it's just such a shame that this dude is such a mess. Nothing locks in securely. It feels like nothing really locks in at all. And that's such a bummer, man. I really would like to have seen a little more out of this. And the thing is, like, I haven't messed with Steelbane himself. And, my experience with this figure makes me kind of not want to. Like, I don't want to take the $20 risk. Like, this is a $20 figure, and A, it's kind of small for a deluxe, and B, his dragon mode just looks like Vector Prime's derpy pet or something. And I don't know, it's just, I'm not digging this guy at all. Like, visually he looks cool, but, on a mechanic standpoint, he's just an absolute wreck. So, unfortunately, I can't recommend this guy. If you guys find him, find maybe the Steelbane mold, or, you buy a copy of this guy and he turns out a lot better, he's a lot more solid, please, let me know in the comments. Let me know what your experience is because I feel really let down by this figure. So that is going to do it for this review, guys. I want to thank you so very much for watching, and as always, if you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button. It really does help me out. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more. I'll have more Transformers coming real soon. Stick around for that. In the meantime, thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.